it'd be like the really longest, most boring game in Squid Games, wouldn't it? just lying there till the fan kills you.
Yeah. Just have a staring match with a fan.
Well, yeah, you just all lie there, and whoever dies last wins from death by fan.
Hello, welcome to Believe. We're back for season 4.
Oh, season 4.
Four seasons. Who'd have thought it? None of us did, to be quite honest with you. I'm Phil Green.
And I'm David Ferguson.
And this is a podcast all about the world's craziest myths and conspiracy theories. Well, you know this. They know this.
Yes.
Unless they're new.
Yes.
And if you are new, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Phil is cynical and wrong, and I believe and I'm right.
Yes, that's right. And in each episode, we bring on a guest. That guest has picked a myth or conspiracy theory they want to talk about. Then we find facts and figures from the internet. We try to prove it, debunk it, or neither, because we don't really know anything. But we have fun, don't we?
We do have fun. I mean,
yes.
we try.
Yes. And we have got some mad shit in this series, haven't we?
We have got a lot of stuff. People teleporting.
Yep.
We've got disappearing planes.
Yep.
We've got international music icons who are actually also serial killers.
Yes.
Mind-controlling computer games. Who's hoarding all the glitter?
That's the big one.
Just loads and loads of stuff.
Loads of interesting stuff. It's going to be an absolutely mad season. We got some incredible guests on. And if you would like to come and see us live, they can, can't they?
Oh my gosh, yes. So we're doing a live show on the 19th of October. It's the Cheerful Earful Festival. Mm-hmm. Incredible guest at the Bedford in Balham.
Yes, that's right. It's on the 19th of October. Tickets are only £5. That is an absolute bargain. It's at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It is a wonderful festival. It's a lot of fun. There's going to be some fantastic stuff going on at the venue. You can find a link in our bio, or also you can go on to cheerfulearful.co.uk, and there is a link there as well. Please come. It's going to be a fantastic afternoon, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Well, the live shows are always great.
They are fun, aren't they?
They're always great.
We have a lot of fun.
It makes me happy to be alive.
Happy to be alive. And it will change your lives as well.
Yes.
So come along. Now, we took George out of his cryogenic chamber.
Oh, did we?
He's defrosted.
Oh, he looks good.
He looks good. He looks good for a man who's been frozen for months.
Yes. We missed him.
Yeah, we missed him. He looks cool.
He looks cool.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, it's very clever that. And who is today's fabulous guest?
Today's fabulous guest is the award-winning Danny Ward.
The award-winning Danny Ward. Danny is an award-winning comedian who has toured the UK, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. He is the winner of the Ish Comedy Awards panel prize for his latest show, The Holiday, as well as a recipient of the Victoria Wood Award at the Edinburgh Comedy Awards. He is also co-host of the hugely popular Jokes podcast with Mark Simmons. He's been on TV shows like The Football's On, The Rugby's On, and DIY Pundit for BT Sports. Danny is also an award-winning filmmaker with his documentary about legendary British comedian Incognito, which is available across the globe on Prime Video, and it is a fascinating documentary, isn't it?
I've watched that documentary and I didn't know Danny had done that.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
It's a brilliant documentary. It's really beautiful. Incognito, if you don't know who he is, check out the documentary. Yes. You will want to know who he is. He was an incredible talent.
He was.
Yes. And what is the myth or conspiracy that Danny has chosen?
Oh, the myth that Danny has chosen is fan death.
Fan death.
That not like killer fans, like as in like fans. It's fans as in air fans.
Air fans, as in like fans who not
blow,
not not that sort of.
Yeah,
you get it.
Yeah.
Fan death.
Fan death.
Fan death. Let's do fan death.
Yep.
Get out of the rabbit hole.
It's a fake. Every single bird in the sky is a robot.
It's fiction.
Doubt your government.
It's an urban legend.
If they're actually spraying something in the sky.
No way.
A stream of absurdity.
It's a total fabrication.
Welcome to the podcast, Danny Boy!
Hey!
Thanks, boys.
It's all right.
That was quite prompt.
Yep.
We're a well-oiled machine.
You enjoyed that, did you?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm figuring now that my introduction, my glowing introduction has already happened.
Oh, yeah. We've recorded. I mean, you won't believe how good that introduction is. We've definitely already
It
done.
might start a new world religion.
Yeah.
So we've talked about the awards.
Yeah, I mean, it's just award after it's accolade after accolade after accolade with you, Danny. It's amazing. The thing is, though, it is because you've been in the game a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, you'd almost some ways think I should be more successful.
You are successful.
I begin to think there might be a conspiracy theory at play. You know.
Yeah, someone's out anti-Danny Ward out there.
Yeah.
We don't want to touch that conspiracy theory.
You've smashed it out of the park this year, though.
Well, thanks very much indeed.
Yeah.
It's a reference to Up in Edinburgh.
I did. Wonderful show. The
Yeah,
Holiday.
good run. Thanks, mate. Yeah,
That's
good run. Because I worked on it, you see. I worked on the film The Holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I worked on my show. Well, I've seen that you worked on the previous ones.
I only actually did one preview.
Like,
I only did one preview.
You did one preview?
Yeah, I did one preview because I went to New Zealand this year and Australia to do the festivals, and I overlooked that was the period of time when you're meant to book in for your previews in the summer, right?
Yes.
And I sort of forgot. So
I can relate.
Yeah, and then a couple get cancelled because weather and and lack of
Lack of people.
those sorts of things. So I only did one, but I entered what I called I called it intensive rehearsals,
Right.
where literally from May till beginning of August, I would run the thing at home
To
myself.
Okay.
Like a mentalist.
Yeah.
Just
I run my
Start to
stuff
finish.
as I'm walking. I go for a walk.
Yeah.
And people, and I get really into it. And people look at you going, what's wrong?
Oh,
with
I've got a great technique for you there.
Oh.
Just, as long as you've got the headphones in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you just pretend you're on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I deliberately have headphones and a wire, not
to
headset.
sell it.
Yeah, to sell it because because it's bad enough.
So that's what I would do. I would perform it at home, and then I'd record it, and then I'd go on a walk, listen to it, and I'd come back, and I'd say, Danny, do it again, and I would do it again, and that's how I locked it in.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how you learnt it.
That's how I learned it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was going to be good or funny. That was the
Are
risk.
you leaving gaps for laughter?
But do you know this is the thing? Like, I did a new material night the other night, and I mean, I know maybe this isn't quite the topic of the show, but confidence in your material counts for an awful lot.
I would agree.
So if you go up and say, "Is this funny?" and you've got a pen in your hand and a notepad, and that's probably not going to be funny. But if you said it like you think it's funny, you're sort of half the way there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's sort of. And I also thought that there'd be interesting parts in the show, which you can certainly do in an Edinburgh show that you couldn't in a 20-minute club set. 20-minute club set, bang, bang, bang.
That is very
joke,
true.
joke, joke. In Edinburgh, people are looking for something different.
Yeah.
And so talking about working on the film The Holiday, it was sort of an interesting thing.
Yes.
As much as, as being funny.
Yes.
If you like.
And this was because that Hollywood film is 15 years ago.
Well, 20 now.
20 years
Yeah,
ago.
2000.
Wow.
Cameron Diaz was a big star when it came out, and that's not true anymore.
We recorded in 2004, started filming in 2005, and it was released 2006, I believe.
Okay.
I think that's the sort of the.
Okay. And are you a fan of the film?
No. I think it's rubbish. I think it's really bad.
A lot of people do love it, though.
Mate, but this is
It's Christmas because it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
People really, really love it.
It is. It's very pretty to look at.
Well, and I was actually the assistant to the designer, John Hutman.
Okay.
So that was all his bag, right?
Yeah.
And I saw that what the effort went into to make it pretty to look at.
Yeah.
Honestly, if there was a colour of a wall that the director would look at, didn't like, he said, "We'll paint that thing 20 times. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to us."
Yeah.
I remember just before we started filming the actual cottage, which. I was in the field with John Hutman the first day where he gave me 4 stakes, wooden stakes. And he goes, "Stick one in the ground there, Danny. Walk 20 paces. Walk 20 and I pegged out a square. And that was the footprint to build this the cottage, which was only ever a facade,
This is not a real cottage?
No, not at all.
Oh.
So when
I'm weirdly disappointed.
I'm so disappointed, yeah.
But this was the kind of tidbits, you see what I mean? Weren't necessarily hilariously funny, but were kind of interesting, right? So when Jude Law turns up to the house and you film him arriving at the house, well, that was shot in January 2005 in the height of winter.
Yeah.
But then when you open the door and it's the reverse and he walks in, well, that's on a soundstage in May in LA.
Yeah.
So those sort of things. I sort of pegged my sort of the interest in the show on being on those sort of things. Oh, I love The Holiday. I'll come and watch it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to talk about my mum who died.
It's a nice end to a dead mum show.
That's the thing.
That's how you hooked him.
That's how I hooked him in, and then we sort of took quite a severe left turn.
Yeah. But people enjoyed it.
People enjoyed it, and it was done with let's say a deft touch.
Yes.
I don't want to big myself up too.
Listen, you won an award, so it must have been. That's how it works.
You said that, not me.
Yeah. Did you get to go to LA when they were doing the sound?
No, did not go. It was almost two entirely separate productions, really. And I don't even think Jack Black ever came over to the UK.
Yeah,
because
that sounds right.
Yeah, I mean, and Kate Winslet was only for this bit at the beginning, bit at the end.
Yeah.
So it was mainly Jude Law and Cameron Diaz who I sort of interacted with, and Jude Law was a really, really nice guy. In actual fact, my observation of the years I worked as a runner and an assistant in TV and film, is that the more successful the person, oftentimes the more sort of actually nicer they were.
Because they've got nothing to prove.
Nothing to prove.
Yeah.
I tell you the biggest. Am I allowed to swear on this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell you
fucking
the
go for it.
I'll tell you the biggest shitbags were the cast of The Bill.
Really?
Yeah. I grew up watching The Bill, and I was really excited to work on The Bill. Right?
Yeah.
And when I got there, it was just like they were like little children. They would be in their dressing rooms playing on the PlayStation, and you'd go knock on their door, say, "Hello, can I take you to set now?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, when I finish my game."
Wow.
And they're in your ear going, "Bring him to set, bring him to set." You're getting bollocked, but you've got lots of this responsibility, but no power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I guess, because it's kind of a soap, The Bill, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, by the end, it certainly was.
So I guess you get very institutionalized. Because with a film, you're like 6 months, whatever, you're filming that, right, and then you're out. But so you get close to that team for that time.
And some of them have been there for 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20. You know, like your Tony Stamps, your Reg Hollises.
Yeah.
First day I worked right on The Bill.
I have no idea who those people are.
You're probably too young for the Bill, are you? I don't. Oh, is that?
That's a
Yeah,
huge
let's go with
compliment.
that. Let's go with
We're
that.
gonna go with it.
Yeah.
The
They didn't have it in Ireland. They don't have the British police.
the Reg Hollis, right? It was a Sunday morning, and we were filming in Merton, not far from here.
Yeah.
On the,
Oh,
it was
Merton.
what's known as the Jasmine Allen Estate in the
Yeah,
film,
yeah.
in the soap. And I turn up, and he goes, "I want this custard tart." He goes, "You need to get me a custard tart." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I need a custard tart." Obviously, realised I
Need
was
one.
new. Yeah. So I'm walking around the streets of Merton, southeast London, looking for this custard tart. I find one in Greg's. I bring it back to him, and he goes, "Oh, stick it in my trailer." All right? We film all day. We call wrap. At the end of the day, they go, "Danny, go and clear out the trailers." And what was sitting there, untouched in that bag, that custard tart.
Of
What
course.
a prick.
He was literally just fucking with me.
What a prick.
And, I know 23 years is a long time to hold a grudge about a piece of pastry, but I can't help it.
Well, The Bill's dead now, so...
Well, yeah, as I like to say, needless to say, I had the last laugh.
Yes, you did. You took The Bill down. Conspiracies, myths, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on them?
Well, my thoughts are on them that that's a good sentence. I mean,
Beautiful.
there was a good quote, and this has probably come up a few times. Is it something about they're a simple person's way of understanding a complex world?
Yeah.
Is that? Am I paraphrasing? Have you?
I'm sitting right here, dude.
Am
Sitting
I right
here.
that you of course are the actual
David
believer,
is the believer.
and you're the cynic,
Yes.
right? So
Well, I choose to believe. I see the world for what it is, and you have,
right, yes.
Yes. So he would
Okay.
think that we're the simpletons.
Yeah. We're the simpletons. Okay, yeah. Because interesting about that, because I guess if something is a conspiracy theory, okay, we're saying it's either something that's false or true, but if it's false, is it not just a conspiracy and not an actual conspiracy theory?
Well, conspiracy. So it's like the theory of gravity exists. So,
Yes.
or the theory of evolution exists, and go. But it's just a theory. Oh, you're not missing it. It's the collection of ideas. If it gets disproven, then it's no longer a conspiracy because it wasn't real. But what tends to happen is they are real.
So I'm in LA
Yeah.
and I'm putting on the Factor 50.
Yeah.
Guy I'm friends with.
Then
there.
screams of conspiracy. No, I'm not.
He looks at me and he goes, "You know that skin cancer didn't exist
Wow.
before
Or sunscreen.
there was sunscreen."
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, okay. I mean, and I can see how you might start to think it's a $1 billion industry, right?
Which it is, in
Which it
fairness.
of course is. But what I'm saying, would you bet your skin or your life on not using it on that belief?
Fuck no, this needs protecting.
Right, yeah, exactly. That's the money, mate.
Yeah.
He's 19.
He's been using that Factor 60.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's
Yeah.
like, are you literally going to take that chance? That chance? Okay, yeah, this is a myth, and I'm not going to wear sunscreen because if I do, I'm going to get skin cancer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a cognitive dissonance, isn't it? Is it?
There is like so the sunscreen conspiracy theory. There is correlation between, but it's correlation causation. There is correlation between the uptick of skin cancers and the use of sunscreen. However, We also have better screening methods. We're more aware of what things are.
We know what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, 200 years ago, they had no idea what that even was. People
Yeah.
just died.
And is it not? I mean, I was in Australia this year, and there's an advert. 1 in 3 people in Australia get skin cancer
It's 'cause it's very hot down there.
because it's very, very hot.
Very hot.
Do you have to tell me that? 45 degrees in Adelaide every day. You know, like it's very, very hot. And I was talking to someone she was a white woman, never worn never worn sunscreen in her life, and looked at me when I said I did in almost that sort of way, right?
Yeah.
But she's 30 now, and at that point, it might not be a thing, right?
No.
You're banking on something 30 years from now that you might then realise is.
Did she look 30 or did she look older?
No, to be fair, she didn't look older. No, she didn't. No. The other thing is there's currently a massive scandal in Australia, isn't there, about certain brands of
I've heard about that.
sunscreen
Yeah.
that weren't providing the level of
Yes,
protection they
yeah.
said.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all I'm saying is if that turns out the Boots have been playing that game, I'm fucked.
Yeah. We all are.
We all are.
'Cause no-
Boots Sultan, right?
Everyone gets it from
Everyone
Boots.
gets it. Of course, Boots Sultan.
Yeah.
And I know it must be full of stuff. It must be full of stuff. But at the same token, if you don't wear it, then it's certainly more. I guess the other thing when I was in Australia, and I was in America talking to someone, and he said to me, it's not even so much as being about conspiracy theories, it's about fact checking as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And obviously what we're seeing nowadays is this idea that, there are alternative facts.
Yeah.
And actually, I was talking to someone and he said to me, well, now in LA, they've changed the law so that if you shoplift goods less than a value of $1,000, you will not be prosecuted.
Yes.
Right? And he said, so you've got this situation where people are turning up with a shopping list that they know comes to $999. They'll take those items, they'll walk out of the shop, and there's no penalty for it. And I was like, that just sounds absolute nonsense, right?
Yeah. Gavin Newsom is
So I Google it.
Yeah.
I Google it, and this is
Yeah.
what has happened. They've changed the law, and they've reduced the shoplifting of $1,000 from a felony to a misdemeanor.
Okay.
Why have they done that? To deal with the massive overpopulation, the dangerous levels of overpopulation in prisons.
Okay.
So this person is positioning it as some sort of liberal sort of nonsense, but they're dealing with a problem.
Yeah.
And when I pointed this out to him, rather than going, "Oh no, you're right," they went, "Oh yeah." So I think that's often what you're competing against. Is this idea is that when you presented with this sort of
Facts.
facts, rather than going, "Oh yeah, I was wrong," it's just, "Oh yeah, whatever." I'm not that bothered.
But one of the things that shops in LA are doing are at pay point discounts. So everything is over £1,000, and you get the discount at the till, which reduces it back down to what it's supposed to be. So they can still challenge you.
Right.
So if you shoplift, you're shoplifting thousands of pounds.
Okay.
So
Or
is
thousands of
every
dollars,
item like
sorry.
$1,000 until
Yeah,
you
yeah,
scan your
until you
Nectar card?
and
Sounds like Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want a Nectar card, but I don't want to spend 48 quid on a lemon either.
Yeah. So there's kind of a reward system for shoplifters.
Well, no. If you pay for it, then you pay the correct price. But
Yeah.
if you don't pay for it, then you're liable for it.
Okay.
You will be prosecuted.
Okay.
But I've got a can of worms here, haven't I?
Well, I'm just thinking, is it worth my while going there to shoplift rather than just continuing to do it in London?
Mate,
No,
emigration.
They
takes years.
won't do anything.
In London,
Yeah.
they just ask you to pop it back. Just don't do it in Turkey.
No.
But we'll leave that there.
Yeah. Or Abu Dhabi.
There's videos about how to shoplift in Greg's.
Cool.
It's videos on
Oh,
TikTok.
guidance videos.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Okay. That's
I
good.
mean, I've seen it. I've seen it many times. I just walks in. But the thing is, I live in Stratford and I love it. But what I
Oh,
would,
I'm just up the road from you.
Oh yeah,
I'm
whereabouts?
Walthamstow.
Oh, perfect. Beautiful part of the world.
It is.
But what I'd say is that the baristas wear body cams. that's all you need to know. But I've seen people just walk into a Greg's and just take a sandwich and walk out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
who's going to stop them?
Yeah.
The minimum wage security guard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not.
And
me.
is it worth it?
It's like they don't want to. I'm not. So when I say minimum wage security guard, I'm not saying that in any kind of
Yeah, no, I
what
get
I'm
it,
saying is
yeah,
like
yeah.
you're not.
Is it
it's
worth
not
the
worth
risk?
your while
Yeah.
to be
For the sake of
put
one
an hour.
sandwich, when
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Whereas if it was a Joe in the Juice, that's worth taking down.
Yeah, 2, right? It's about 4.5 grand.
Exactly.
Tell you what, you'd shoplift one sandwich there, you'd burn a felony charge.
Yeah, you would.
And also, like, there's a big middle class. Do you know there's a big middle class sort of like shoplifting thing, like people who pay for most of their stuff in Sainsbury's or Waitrose.
Oh, and then put one.
And therefore,
Yeah.
feel almost that they've earned the right to help themselves to something, and they don't see that as a crime.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Privilege.
Well, I've
course.
paid.
I've paid for most of it.
Just out of interest,
Yeah.
and this is purely out of
Those are-
interest, does that apply to bags?
I was about to say.
Yeah,
have
do you
shoplifted?
pay for your bag?
Of course
or
I
not?
do.
Obviously I do.
I'm not
I'm just
a
saying.
pussy, boys.
Yeah.
Of course I don't pay for my plastic bags.
You heard it here first. Net.
And I'm DBS checked.
No.
Anyway.
I do. I scan it. Oh my god.
Never. Listen, the thing is, I can't remember what.
And I resent it.
I had a justification for this as well, and I can't remember what it was now. But it might be because I always recycle or something like that. I don't know.
Well, the thing with plastic bags, they were always part of what you bought. So the cost was already sunk into the purchase, and then they went, oh, you have to pay 5p initially, and it's 10p, and then that's 30p. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, but that's on top of. You haven't taken that you haven't taken the money out of the price of the item.
Yes, quite. And also, that's an interesting thing is that it's like okay, right, we're charging you 5 pence because we want to save the world.
Yeah.
It's a bit like when you go to a hotel and spend £200 for a couple of nights, and they're saying, oh, if you don't want us to clean your towels, it's for the good of the environment. Well, yes, but it also saves you money as well, doesn't it?
And you're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
yet you're not
Like,
you're not making it any cheaper for me.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
I don't get a discount for not having a clean towel after paying £200 a night.
Yeah.
It's like that's the sort of the, I guess how I've justified it to myself. But it's interesting, isn't it? How you start off as 5p as a bag, and no one really says much. Then it goes to 10p, 20p, 30p, and this is how you sort of, let's say, manipulate people. And it's the same way like Netflix when it started off, $4.99 a month, no adverts, right? And now, of course,
Now we're all in.
And then the adverts start cropping up, and then before you know it, you're paying more money to not have adverts, or if you do pay for adverts, there's only few, and now they're like 90 seconds.
Yeah.
It's going to be back to normal television at some point soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of there already.
It's just you're back to where you are.
Yeah, news at 10. The bill.
Bring back the bill.
Different
back
cast
the
though,
bill.
please. Not the pricks to run it before.
Not
I think they probably will bring back the boat at some point.
Well, I'm
It's
sure
a brand.
it'll have a revival, won't it? Anyway. Fan death.
Talking of which,
So, fan death refers to the belief, prevalent especially in South Korea, that sleeping in a closed room with an electric fan running can cause death. While regarded by many outside the region as a modern urban legend or superstition, the concept of fan death offers an interesting case study on how science, culture, media, and government regulation intersect to shape public perception. So, Danny, ever worried that a fan is trying to kill you?
well, the reason why this piqued my interest is because you're looking at a guy who has 3 fans in his flat, and
Someone's doing all right.
someone's doing all right.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
An air conditioner.
Oh, hello.
And that was new this year.
Hello.
That was new this year. But as I mentioned,
Standalone or
standalone.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, I was in intensive rehearsals, and I realised it would probably be cheaper to spend
Okay, talking to
£150 on an air conditioner than it would be to drive around the country performing the show in the petrol costs.
that is actually true.
In
Yeah.
front of no people,
I
right?
hadn't felt that logic.
And it was boiling this summer, right?
was.
And I live in one of these sort of new build flats, so it's great in the winter, but in the summer, it's pretty oppressive.
Yeah.
So my way around it normally is I just don't be in the flat, but I had to be. So I got this, air conditioner.
Yeah.
It's got it's a big old unit. You stick the pipe out the window.
Yeah.
And it's effective.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nearly 100 decibels. That does come up in the reviews a lot.
Okay.
But if I'm using it at night, I've got 3 words for you. Noise cancelling headphones.
Nice.
And I'll just pop them on.
Nice.
So I've got a lot of fans, and I do sleep with a fan and have all wind. And even last night, it was 26 degrees yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I slept with a fan in my face all night.
Yeah.
So when I saw this conspiracy theory, I thought that's quite interesting because I sleep with a fan in my face
On your
every
face?
night, all summer. Yeah.
Just to clarify, you mean fan as air
yeah,
fan, not like.
I think we were. Yeah, I'm
But
not.
you
Not
have
a Me
been-
Too moment.
In fairness, you have spent the summer performing 2 fans, so we just want to be clear on that.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are only fans.
And let's mention that DBS check again. There's
Yeah,
no
let's do that,
fans
yeah.
in my. More's the pity.
Yeah.
But it's not why I do it. And So when I saw that it could have this deleterious effect, I was interested because a friend of mine says, "Oh, you mustn't sleep with the fan in your face; it's really bad for you." In the same way, my mum used to say things like, "Oh, you mustn't put your coat on until you go outside, otherwise you won't feel the benefit." Right?
of it.
You know, it's one of those.
Yeah,
sort of,
yeah.
Is it? Yeah. Is it a conspiracy theory? Is it an old wives' tale? You probably can't say that anymore, can you? Old wives' tale.
You'd say it's an old mum's tale.
Old mum's tale, or maybe old, partnered tale. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I've never had but what I have woken up, and full disclosure here, I have regularly woken up to a dry mouth.
Yes.
But can that kill you? Can that kill you?
Dry mouth. I when I started on medication, I've been on medication for many years now. But when I started on medication, dry mouth was just the bane of my life. Mm-hmm. It was just awful. I hate dry mouth.
Do you get dry mouth gigging sometimes? Because I get that a lot and I hate it.
I don't. I rarely go on stage without a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Just for that panic, that idea that could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, your game's up then when that happens, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it's mainly only when I wake up with the fan in my face.
Right.
But I mean, there's ways and means. There's ways around this. Bottle of water springs to mind.
So, have you got at Springs? Have you got the aircon unit and the fans going at the same time?
Only in the proper height.
Okay.
So and that's because then you've got this cold air coming this way.
Life is on the line, though.
blowing back in you.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I see.
I mean, but normally, and also oscillation.
Yep.
We are oscillating the fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, I'm
What
under
speed
the
are you
stream of the
oscillating on?
fan.
I just use the speed number 1.
Okay, so
1 out of 3. Lowest speed for
oscillation.
night. Yeah. And it's also got you can whip it onto a 1 hour timer if you want.
Yeah. Love that.
Not for me, mate.
No, all night.
All in, all out, mate. You know what I mean?
All night person.
Go big or go home. That's what I say.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
So I'm having that thing on all night. When I wake up, it's still going.
Okay.
It's only about. I mean, I've got a smart meter.
Yeah.
It's tuppence an hour, if that.
Yeah.
If that. And also it creates like a white noise effect, which is quite pleasing.
Once your brain comes adjusted to it, it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Once the
And what speed are you going on as well?
always one.
Always
the
one.
same.
So oscillating on speed 1 and
that's it.
blowing on speed 1.
Keeping it gentle.
Yeah.
Right, okay. David, fan in your face?
I love a fan in my face. I have a freestanding one, and just a direct jet of air.
Yeah.
I can have it oscillating, but I like to have the jet of air.
Right, you're the jet of air guy. I've heard that.
Because I can go into it and come out of it.
Yeah.
See, I think that would be very dry mouth. Because you're in waves. It's going waves coming
Dry
past.
moist.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dry moist.
You have the choice.
I do mouth taping now. So
Well, I've also got. Is this good content?
This is golden stuff.
I have a mouth. For years, I wear a mouth guard to stop my grinding.
Yeah.
So there's quite a lot going on, and there's a few things happening.
You've got great teeth.
Thanks, mate.
That's right.
I like.
Yeah.
I'll come here more often.
Despite the dry mouth and the grinding, you've got great teeth, great gnashes.
Quite a lot of expensive.
I'm a coffee drinker, so my teeth are yellow.
You do drink a lot of coffee.
I drink a lot
That
of
is
coffee.
true.
Well, it's the medication. If I don't, I fall asleep. So.
Yeah.
Have you done any conspiracy theories about coffee? Because there's quite.
I will not hear a bad word against coffee.
Because I looked into caffeine.
Yeah.
As a thing.
Yeah.
Because I went to the doctors. I thought my heart rate was my BP was high. Turns out I was just getting nervous when I was having my blood pressure taken.
Right.
You know about white coat syndrome?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't really peg it on that because the nurse was wearing a flowery dress.
Right.
And there's no such thing as flowery dress syndrome, but it did go up.
Not yet,
higher.
there isn't.
Not that we
Not
know
yet,
of.
is it?
Yeah.
But anyone can start a Wikipedia page.
Absolutely.
And
The nurse is wearing a flowery dress. Are you sure you're in the right place?
So I gave up caffeine and I looked into it, and there was this sort of massive argument about the fact the Industrial Revolution was built on sugary tea. And
Yeah.
like caffeine,
Yeah.
and without
Yes.
caffeine, they wouldn't have, because people weren't getting paid much. They were working so hard, they didn't have much food, and the whole thing was driven by caffeine.
Yeah.
But is that a conspiracy theory, or is that just basically just sort of demonstrably fact? Isn't it? You know what I mean? Like,
It's just slavery.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing about caffeine, getting you out and about, and why there's such a proliferation of coffee shops. Like I am addicted. My life is better because of coffee, but I think it's been instituted. Keep going, keep going.
Well, they called it the addiction that's hiding in plain sight, and the argument is that basically your coffee you're having this day is simply just to sort of adjust for the dip you've had after the coffee you had the day before.
Yes.
So that is,
you built an
prime
addiction,
example of an
Yeah.
we just recently did the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and I was getting the train back, and there was I didn't have time to get a coffee before getting on the train, and I thought, well, I'll get a coffee on the train because I checked, and then there was no buffet service, and I had no coffee, and I swear to God, I only got over that like last week.
That is outrageous. On a 5-hour trip.
It was awful.
Wait, when you came back from
Edinburgh, yeah. That said, I had the best journey back.
Class.
Yeah.
But I already...
Again, someone's had a good year.
But, I paid like £3,000 for my seat, so like I couldn't afford first class.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Because rail travel in the UK is terrible.
It is a national embarrassment.
It is.
Absolutely.
And it's what I call it's a tax on spontaneity as well,
Oh, I love that. Yes.
That's very true.
If
true.
you book it 6 weeks in advance at midnight on the Heath, stood upside down, you can get like a cheap ticket, right? But you want to go tomorrow, something like that. It's not really a public rail system if the public can't afford to use it.
No. I want to applaud.
Yeah.
Unlike in Korea, of course.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Say what you like about that, but
True.
fast trains.
That said, their fans will kill you.
So why is it Korea so much?
Great question. So the exact origins of fan death are debated. Some scholars suggest it emerged in the early 20th century when electric fans were first introduced to Korea and concerns about new technologies were widespread. Others trace its popularization to the 1970s when reports in South Korean newspapers began attributing unexplained deaths to fans. Government safety campaigns, sometimes motivated by energy conservation concerns during the oil crisis, reinforced the belief by warning citizens about the dangers of leaving fans running at night. So there's conspiracies about the conspiracy, basically. And a lot of this does relate back to this oil shortage and the idea that the government was actually trying to get people just to conserve electricity, conserve energy. And this sort of fear campaigns, let's call them, was a way of sort of frightening citizens into doing
not
that.
using it, just boiling at night instead of having a fan on. Yeah. But I mean, as I've already ascertained, really low consumption. Of electricity. But maybe that's the more modern ones, right? Maybe back in the day.
Yeah, we're talking about 70s.
Yeah, the 70s. I mean, it's a bit like the ones if you watch too much TV, your eyes turn. What is it? You get square eyes.
Square eyes.
Like
what are square eyes?
Square eyes, right? But that's like maybe that. It seems like a weird thing to pick on.
Yeah.
To pick on fans.
Yes.
If you want to save, you want your populace to save energy.
Yes.
That you decide that fans are your
problem.
You're go up. Your fans are your problem.
Yeah. It is an odd. I agree. It is an odd one. But I can sort of see how that sort of become perpetuating and institutionalized and then cultural, doesn't it? Yeah, exactly. So circular.
Almost like a fan.
I love it. Like it oscillates.
Yeah, like don't go outside with your hair wet.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
You got to cover your kidneys with your coat, but that's probably.
Oh yeah.
quite good
Don't
advice.
wear a crop top because you'll get kidney problems.
Was that a thing?
My mum always said if I bought a coat, you got to cover your kidneys.
Got to cover your kidneys.
Cover your kidneys. Yeah.
Surely a coat would
Kind of
cover
would,
your
really,
kidneys,
yeah.
by default.
But it's like the bomber jackets, that was
okay,
up,
right.
And just a bit of trivia, that used to be a really big thing. There used to be a comic book called Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck's one of the great comic book creations. There's a terrible 80s movie by George Lucas of it. I love that film too. I absolutely love it, but it's awful, even though it's also great.
Yeah.
But Howard the Duck, great comic book character. And the reason I'm mentioning this is one of his arch enemies was a woman called the Kidney Lady. And she would you got to cover your kidneys. Oh, my kidneys. Everything was to do with her kidneys. And so that was...
That's the worst baddie name I've ever heard.
It was in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
She was a great character. Howard the Duck was satire. It was really brilliant.
It's a bit like, in the old days, it's a bit like with advertising. I feel like it must have been so easy and such fun to work in advertising in the old days because you could literally say what the fuck you wanted and it didn't have to be fact-checked. Didn't it? So they're like, cigarettes.
Yeah.
Great. When you got a cough, right? It's like, oh, brilliant. Yeah. Easy. Nowadays, of course, it has to be sort of backed up with science, isn't it?
Yes. And they have to actually tell you the sources now as well. There's a little thing in the small print has to tell you what
16 out of 23 people said that, this helped them. And you see
in a report generated in 2002 or something.
So it must have been a lot of fun back then. But I guess all these things that you say, like...
That's what Mad Men's about.
Well, it's like all those sugary cereals, isn't it?
Yeah.
It didn't matter. Yeah, get this honey puff guy, have him just walking. It doesn't matter what's in the stuff.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah.
No one cared how much sugar was in it.
Fruit Loops, literally a bowl of sugar.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, you get a contact high for eating them.
Yeah, but if you had sugar puffs now, they're not called sugar puffs, they're called honey puffs.
Honey puffs, yeah.
And they're just not the same.
Yeah, because they've got no sugar in them.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to be bouncing off the walls like back in the day.
I remember my mum wouldn't let us get sugar puffs on a regular basis. Like we could get it, but that would be it for like 2 months.
Oh, I got a conspiracy theory for you.
Go on.
Have you ever seen a bowl of Frosties and Crunchy Nut cornflakes in the same room?
I used to love mixing them. You remember the little variety packs you used to get? That was the two. That was the two I used to mix.
Right, there you go. That's
Can you get variety packs anymore? Kellogg's variety packs?
Yeah, sure you can.
I don't spend that much time down the children's cereal aisle of supermarkets, just getting that in quick. But it's a good question. I reckon you probably do. Because you sometimes see them in the travel.
You do, yeah. Cheap hotels.
I love
They're
that.
there.
What hotels?
Hotels. Ibis budget, they definitely have them, trust me.
What about this Leonardo you keep seeing all of a sudden? Have you heard about that?
Yeah, they're,
Just out of nowhere, Leonardo.
but they
hotels.
took over Ramada or one of them, like one of the. I think I
okay.
can't remember which one, but it's one of those.
Okay, right.
So they're not new. They're
No,
just
okay.
renamed.
They just renamed.
Yeah.
Oh, they just-
But they're younger than 24.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to know how fans can kill you?
Oh yes, I did that. Yeah.
So,
With the knife?
So you believe that fans can kill you then by default?
No,
you have
this
to.
is one who's like, oh, I now know what it feels like to be you.
he doesn't believe all of them.
I don't believe all.
You're not. It's not your job
No.
to have to believe.
No,
Then.
I'm much more afraid of toasters.
Yeah.
Phew.
We won't
So
get
you
into
should.
that.
Be. Well, I got a reasonably good toaster story for you.
What's that?
In 1998, I burnt down a house with a toaster.
Oh my god.
Yeah. In my defence, it was a Pop-Tart, and it didn't pop up. That's just a tart.
How were you not waiting?
Pop-Tarts
Well,
were
how was
very
I
dangerous.
tell you how I wasn't waiting for it. I was upstairs doing a word search, creating a word search for the hospital radio magazine that I was currently working for at the time. So no good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah.
What
And
flavour Pop-Tart?
It was probably strawberry. And I only got it because I nicked it out of my friend's...
Iced or not?
Probably iced.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And what happened is...
Do you know the iced is lower calorie than the
right.
Really?
plain one? Yeah. There's lower calorie. So getting the iced strawberry.
That's probably because there's less sugar in the icing than there is in the jam.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
And it basically burnt
I
the
want
whole...
a Pop-Tart so badly right now.
Don't go near them.
Yeah.
It
Oh, they're
burnt
poison.
the whole toaster. So the toaster just turned into a plasticky inferno,
Yeah.
which then set fire to the CD player next to it, which then basically set the whole kitchen on fire, and it was underneath a gas boiler.
Oh my god.
And it burnt, it raised the whole kitchen to the ground. That was back in 98. And the person I was living with now is now a fire and safety inspector.
Yeah.
You changed
Not
the course of
surprised.
their life.
Scarred their life.
Yeah.
Scarred for life, yeah.
Yeah, so-
do you know what that toaster needed on it?
What's that?
A fan.
Well, what we think, to blow the flames out? Or would they have just...
Yeah.
It's the fire triangle, isn't it?
Yeah,
'Cause
it's true. It might have actually exacerbated
it's
them.
fuel,
Yeah.
it's heat,
Yeah.
and it's oxygen.
Yeah.
I think there might be a bit about what the fan does to the oxygen in the
There
room.
is, yes.
I'm going to lay out here.
There's
'cause I feel like
various,
I've
there's
been-
various theories, right?
Right.
So there's a hypothermia theory, right, which argues that a fan blowing directly onto the body lowers the temperature to a lethal level. So there is a example from 2007. A South Korean newspaper reported a case of a middle-aged man who froze to death after leaving his fan on overnight in a closed room.
I want that fan.
The article emphasized that the man's body was cold to the touch, reinforcing the hypothermia narrative. I mean, if you were dead, it would be cold to the touch. There's also another example. So safety brochures distributed in the 1980s advised families not to point fans directly at their faces while sleeping, claiming it chilled the organs and could cause death. You're getting your organs refrigerated.
I've lived under. I just no.
Because, I mean, the thing about fans is that famously, they're not air conditioners. So they don't change the temperature of
they
the
just
air.
move
No,
the
they do
air.
not.
They just move the air,
No.
right? And if the air's hot, it still creates some form of cooling effect, but I think that's because of evaporation
Yes.
on the skin itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're
You're looking at a
sweaty
guy with a B in GCSE science, so I don't really know much more than what I've just said then, but
I mean, you're in very good company there. Don't worry about that.
because it doesn't make it colder.
We try not to involve science too much in this
Oh,
podcast.
no, why would
it
you?
really ruins the vibe.
No, I said don't
Yeah.
let facts get in the way of
Yeah,
it, isn't
exactly.
it? Like, so this guy's got hypothermia
Yep.
from having a fan blown on him.
Yep.
And is
I mean,
that proven that he did it?
It's not. So the actual scientific reality is that whilst rapid heat loss through convection is possible, ordinary fans cannot lower room temperatures below ambient levels. Because, like you say, it's not an air conditioner.
Right.
Just recycle. It's just
Yeah.
blowing the existing air around.
Yeah.
So it's not even possible. But yet in Korea, culturally, bear in mind that first report was 2007. It's still, there's a real belief system there that's the case.
Is there sort of like a history of like I don't mean to be patronizing, but like is there like a demon in Korean folklore and mythology that somehow
That I didn't come across. I know you would love it if that was the
Yeah.
case. I have not come across a fan demon.
I tell you what, it'd be like the really longest, most boring game in Squid Games, wouldn't it? just lying there till the fan kills you.
Yeah. Just have it like a
Whoever
staring
does-
match with a fan.
Well, yeah, you're just all lying there, and,
Yeah.
and whoever dies last wins from death by fan.
But you just die presumably through lack of water and
But this is
food.
the thing. What I'm now beginning to think here is that surely there must be other aspects at play. So it's a bit like that thing. Two things to be they're not the same at once, are they? Like someone's had a heart attack with a fan on, and they've attributed it to the fan.
Yes.
Like that's the sort of
Yes.
correlation isn't causation?
boom. That's what I was looking for.
But it's also about who's reporting it and what facts they're reporting, right? Because that could be the reason. But if there is some sort of institutionalized bias towards we don't want people to use fans at night, how are you going to report it? You're going to report it as a man died, his body was cold to the touch, his fan was on him. That's how you're reporting it. You're not actually saying this is the cause, you're stating facts that lead people to think that is the cause of his death.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Is there a particular brand
And they-
Hitachi.
that like did you avoid?
Certainly. No, they don't say actually. I don't think so. I haven't come across that. There's also an asphyxiation theory. So this version of Fando suggests that fans use up oxygen. I think this is what you were talking about, or circulate air in a way that prevents proper breathing. So in the 1970s, during South Korea's energy conservation push, some posters claimed a fan in a sealed room steals your breath, warning households against all-night fan use.
So this idea of a sealed room, right? Are we saying that is like vacuum sealed? Because any room, regardless if there is a fan on or not, if it's sealed entirely, eventually the oxygen will deplete and you will die in that room, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've not been to Korea, but I very much doubt there's too many rooms that are vacuum sealed.
So what is it like for this room, for example, that means that the
this is vacuum sealed.
oxygen-
George makes sure that.
How long
He doesn't
have I got left?
he doesn't want the truth to get
No,
out.
right.
That's why the podcasts are only roughly an hour because you run out of oxygen.
Exactly, yeah.
It's quite a good way of making sure you don't overrun, isn't it?
Oh,
You should
yeah,
try it
yeah.
in comedy
George's
clubs.
rules. Yeah.
So is it just like literally the gaps under those doors?
Yeah.
That mean that we're not all getting asphyxiated anyway?
there's probably air vents.
Oh, okay, so that's
somewhere.
yes,
Well,
but like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
what is is it just the fact that the gaps around the windows aren't perfectly sealed? Because my friend's big in what's become known as passive housing, and passive housing is all literally about making sure that nothing escapes from it. But then, what is preventing that place from running out of oxygen anyway? Is it just like the fact you open the door every now and then enough oxygen?
Well, there must be something pumping air into the room.
There's nothing pumping into my flat, for example, apart from the gaps under the doors and the.
You sure you don't have any air vents? I think there's legalities in rental.
Well,
Or do you rent
suppose
or own?
they're not, own, but like there is a.
Someone's doing
no,
that.
it was inhabitants. Like in the bathroom, I suppose there's like
There's a vent.
but that's coming out, not in.
But it's both, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
So those are the sort of reasons that why we don't asphyxiate.
Yeah.
When I think,
I mean,
asphyxiate-
something being airtight is quite a difficult thing to achieve.
Airtight always makes me
Well, look, you had fans in your face, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, but that'd be quite difficult.
So there are police reports. So in a handful of unexplained deaths, South Korean police noted electronic fan left running in official reports, fueling public belief that suffocation by fan was a legitimate hazard. So I think this is one of the things, and I think again this was probably the institutionalized bias here, but the idea of this is clearly something that's been going on for decades, as in this theory. So police, I mean, I guess if you are writing up a report for someone's death, you're going to write about all of the details of the room. If there is a fan running, you're going to write that. But the fact that the media highlights that, and I guess also who's writing the report. So if there's something in the back of your mind that you've got that, like you said, that old wives' tale, that old mum's tale of, fans can kill you, you're going to write it on the report, even if it's not really relevant to it, because there's something in your brain that's thinking, well,
culturally-
it has something to do with
I've
it.
got a good one for you. Confirmation bias.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Exactly that, yeah.
Yeah.
You hear a word. What did I hear the other day? Oh, that's a bit of me. Someone said in a text, that's a bit of me.
What, fan death? That's a bit of me.
That's a bit of me.
Yeah.
And I never heard of that. 2 hours later, someone sends a message. That's a bit of me.
Yeah.
Oh
And I
my
was like,
God.
whoa! I said I'd never heard of that until an hour ago.
I had never heard. I've got a story about this. So there's this American guy who lives in the UK, and he talks about things he likes in the UK. British and English things like a cup of tea with a biscuit. He likes that. And one of the phrases, "That's a bit of me," and that was the first time I'd ever heard it. And I heard that this week. And now you're talking about it.
See?
Whoa!
Yeah.
There we go. A Mandela effect. Glitch.
Crazy when stuff like that happens.
Yeah.
But I get it. The idea you're looking out for it, right?
Yes.
And you might have heard it before and not really thought about it, and da. But yeah, it is curious when it happens.
Yeah. Like if I say
It's a bit of you, that term.
look out for red cars, you're going to see red cars everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
Exactly
all
that.
you've got is a hammer, everything's going to look like a nail. So it's I keep thinking of fan deaths in Korea, and it's like the little Pixar lamp.
Yes.
Okay, it's like his psychotic cousin.
Yeah.
It's like killing
That's
fans.
the Pixar film I'd love to see.
Oh wow,
The Pixar lamp psychotic cousin.
that would be great.
Yes, it's demonization of the fan, isn't it?
It is.
It's
anti-fan, isn't it? It's fan racism, basically.
It's fan rate. It is really like it is a niche one.
Yeah.
Well, not in Korea. It's not like
Korea,
it's a
Korea,
really
it's not-
big thing.
It's not even a conspiracy theory, particularly in Korea. It's just a genuinely held belief by some.
So surely there must be something to it at some point.
So these are reasons why they think this might be the case. Okay, so if similar fears existed globally, why does only South Korea develop a fully fledged belief in this cause? So several intertwined factors explain the uniqueness. So timing of electrification and modernization. Korea underwent rapid modernization after the Korean War in 1950 to 1953. Electric appliances like fans entered homes quickly, often accompanied by anxieties about unfamiliar technology. Unlike in Japan or China, where modernization was more gradual, Korea's compressed industrialization created fertile ground for myths about new machines. So I think it's the speed at which this all came in and fears of the unknown and maybe slightly shut off from the outside world, not having exposure.
Yeah.
In the same way we now know today, culturally, we know a lot about Japanese culture or Chinese culture or American culture or lots of other cultures because we have the media. We have ways of understanding that in a way that back then they didn't. So if you're more insular at that time and then suddenly this new technology comes in, for some people they're going to be fearful of it.
Because I did do a bit of do a little reading on this,
Oh no, hit us.
and it did say that they were originally alcohol-fueled fans.
Yes.
Did you read that?
I saw something about that, yeah. I don't think I've got it in this one. But
So it basically said that for some reason these fans were powered by alcohol. So the question has to be asked: why aren't more things? If that's an effective way, have we not just solved the global fuel shortage? If things can be powered by alcohol,
Things can be powered by alcohol, and big oil has absolutely suppressed it and stopped it.
this is the kind of stuff I like.
Yeah,
When I was growing up, there were farms. There was farm equipment that was fueled by alcohol, by ethanol. That was something that was done.
Took a photo. So maybe ethanol is the is that the same thing?
Yeah, it's not
Here it goes. Right, alcohol-powered fans.
Yep.
A more recent theory proposes that the myth originated in the early 20th century from the actual dangers of using alcohol-powered fans. These earlier models burned alcohol, which could indeed deplete oxygen and produce deadly carbon monoxide in an enclosed space.
okay,
Okay, that makes sense.
that makes more sense.
Because I was thinking it came to prominence after the Korean War, and I was like, well, was there some sort of association for the Koreans with the American army?
Yeah.
With the fans. So I thought that, but I really like carbon monoxide is a silent killer. It does asphyxiate.
So maybe that's what's happening.
Yeah,
Or
it could
was
be.
happening.
Yeah, it could be.
Still don't understand how you power something without alcohol, but like again, that's
So, I mean, we've just done the Edinburgh Fringe. That's largely alcohol. There were government campaigns and energy
just
politics.
referring to Scotland.
Yeah, mostly that's true. That's a country club. We'll take that out. In the 1970s, during the global oil crisis, South Korea's government promoted strict energy conservation campaigns. So this is true. They did do this. Officials warned citizens not to leave fans running all night, partly to reduce electricity demand. To make the message more urgent, safety campaigns suggested that fans in sealed rooms could be dangerous, unintentionally giving rise to this asphyxiation myth. So, you can see, like, I mean, a bit of propaganda, I guess it is, but like if you were trying to conserve energy, you could just, by saying to people, can you please just switch stuff off? They'll might do it.
You can't tell me what I want to do.
Yeah.
But if they say,
You're not
by
my
the way,
dad.
if you don't turn this off, it might kill you. People are more likely to do it, right?
Yeah.
Like cigarettes.
And like you said, at a time before you had to actually prove anything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, what you want back then.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's like cigarettes there. Like,
Yeah. I was so worried that was just going to hang there. Like, without any- oh, God. I am joking.
just
I am
like
joking.
cigarettes. Yeah.
Joking.
Media amplification. So South Korean newspapers frequently reported unexplained deaths in summer as fan deaths, even when medical evidence was unclear or unrelated, such as heat stroke, fart failure, or alcohol.
What failure?
Heart failure.
Heart failure.
That's not what we heard.
Or
Fart failure. Oh, that could be another explanation.
be- yeah,
such as
it could
heat
be,
stroke, heart failure, fart failure, or alcohol intoxication.
Right.
Fart failure is a very, very messy situation. You don't want to get into that.
No.
So the alcohol intoxication does crop up here, actually.
There we go. Right.
These repeated reports gave the impression of an established medical fact, creating a feedback loop where the public, government, and manufacturers all reinforce the myth. So some of these fans actually came with warnings on them.
That do not use.
Yeah,
or you might die.
do not use at night. Yeah.
But if they were so bad, why were people buying them?
Well, that wasn't the don't use them. It was don't leave them on at night. That was the message.
I suppose. Because like toasters can burn down your house.
They can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it
Too soon.
Toaster
Too
or
soon.
1998? Too soon. Popped. Was it the toaster or was it the Pop Top?
Ugh, that's like a chicken and egg thing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
You were putting chicken and eggs in there as well?
Yeah, I might have been. Did I not mention that bit? Yeah, I was sort of doing like some sort of
Also,
like
if it
a
wasn't-
brunch.
I wonder if it wasn't frosted, whether or not that would have made a difference.
Yeah, I mean, molten jam coming out of it.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how much I want to pop top.
It's so weird. Like when my mate started shouting because I was at the top floor of the house, and he this is so weird that it sticks in my head. He shouted my name, and the first thing I thought was Jenny McCarthy's on TV. Do you remember Jenny McCarthy from the 90s?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
a pin up at the
yeah,
time.
yeah, absolutely.
For some reason, isn't this a weird thing? I thought Jenny McCarthy was on TV, so I instinctively switched on the telly, and then he carried on shouting, and that's when I went downstairs, and that's when I saw the bilious amounts of smoke.
Yeah.
But like, it's
At least you got your Jenny McCartney fix before the place burnt down.
Well, and also she's very apt because
She is. She's very much
big
a conspiracy
conspiracy
theorist.
theorist.
Is she?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
kidding?
Yeah.
Well, that
She
looks
was
like
a
we
big-
almost rehearsed this.
Yeah.
Did
She
she
was
really?
big anti-vaxxer. Yeah.
Why?
Like severe. Like when she was dating Jim Carrey, it was a big thing.
That might have sent her over the edge.
Yeah.
But when was she dating Jim Carrey? Recent?
Late 90s?
Oh, right.
Like
But
the two- into the two-
anti-vaxxer back then.
Into the 2000s,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like
She's old.
she would be one of the leading anti-vaxxer people.
Oh, so she's like properly like, say no to mumps and measles and all that, not like
Yeah.
the COVID one.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
a cynic might say it's just a way to stay in the spotlight, but she could.
Well, it hasn't worked because I tell you what, I've not heard her name in
Well, no,
since
by 2000,
since FHM
but
went
you're
away.
on a mission to bring it back very clearly.
by 2003, she was on The View, and that was kind of her last
Yeah.
one. Like the movement against her. Jim Carrey sort of stepped away because he's strange as well.
Cultural resonance with traditional beliefs. So Korean folk medicine, like Chinese, held that excess wind exposure could weaken the body. The fan death narrative connected seamlessly with these pre-existing beliefs, making it culturally credible.
So that sort of ties into the idea of that being ancient god of
Yeah, like
wind.
earth, wind, air, and fire. Like one of the elements, you're getting too much of wind.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but there isn't anything.
Interested in, have you ever been to Korea? Have you ever been
No,
to Korea?
no.
I've not been. I mean, so I'm assuming it's not a hot country. So like,
Can be.
It can.
No, it can be very
excuse
hot,
me.
yeah.
Excuse me. I'm assuming it's not a cold country because if it was, they'd probably turn their ire against electric heaters. And I can tell you for one thing, boys, if you think £2 an hour on the fans,
Yeah.
electric heaters up to 98 pence. So that's what. That's. I wonder if Korea was hot, would they have focused in on electric heaters rather than fans? Do you see what I mean?
I see what you mean, yeah.
Because I mean that would they anything. My mum was anything that heats up is expensive.
It is.
Heaters, toasters, your kettles.
Yeah.
I don't have to name them.
When I was
Get the idea.
When I was growing up in Northern Ireland, there was the big ban the pan campaign, which is ban the chip pan because it was causing terrible fires. So like in Northern Ireland, having a chip pan is a very rare thing now.
Because this was, and do you remember that they used to do demonstrations at the fire brigade? Yeah, right. Because this ties back into and I hope I haven't sort of commandeered this podcast with the Pop-Tart story, but like my friend, I came down to the kitchen and he was filling a bowl of water to pour
on an electric fire,
and I dramatically shouted, "No, it's electric!" Right?
Yeah.
But like that's the thing, is that the reason why chip pan fires were like that is that people would pour cold water.
Yeah, they would. Yeah,
and then
and that's when it would just go up in your grill.
Yeah. I remember the videos.
Your literal grill, and
you were supposed to wet a tea towel.
Wet tea towel, wet tea towel over it.
Yeah.
But I hope if we can take anything away from today, I hope you do all have a fire blanket in your kitchens.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if you don't, I'm gonna get on Amazon.
I just don't cook.
That's another way.
It just goes out. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. I eat sandwiches and I maybe boil a kettle. That's it.
No, that's you're safe then.
Yeah.
Have you got a fire blanket, Phil?
Always. I've always carry one all the time.
I mean, I didn't, obviously, hence why the flat burnt down, but house. But I say it was basically the kitchen. The kitchen was, but the whole house was smoked.
Smoke is unbelievable.
Smoke's the one that will do it was an inch thick at the tops of the stairs.
Like, a little strawberry scent though to it, I imagine though. There's that.
Too soon.
No, too soon. 1998, too soon. Institutional reinforcement. Unlike other countries, Korean fan manufacturers began adding built-in timers and warning labels specifically to prevent fan death, which we know, very common now. You've got one on yours. This gave the fear a tangible presence in daily life. Consumers literally saw proof of fan death every time they looked at their fan. The cycle of product design to cultural reinforcement to consumer belief locked in the idea into Korean society in a way that never happened elsewhere. So that is true. This doesn't exist really anywhere else. There's no theory like this in any other country. There's sort of some loose ones in Turkey, but not quite to the same level.
It almost feels like Rick and Morty, isn't it? Where there's like, if there's every single possible universe that does exist, and it's just this confluence of things that have come together, in this way, that has meant this so culturally specific thing,
totally
that could have quite easily not have been.
No, but just factors.
All these factors come together,
kind of converged at this particular time in a period in history, at a particular point in a country's development. That led to the belief. It becomes reinforced, and then generations pass it down to generations, and it just becomes. And
I suppose would the younger people believe it now? Then, like,
well, yeah, because there are some. I mean, I imagine less so, but there are still. I mean, this is still in media.
Because I still believe I've got to cover my kidneys.
Yeah. As is demonstrated today.
Look at me.
Well covered.
And I have to say, I've never seen you with kidneys exposed. I would say that.
Right, there you go.
Always.
That's what famous they say about Danny Ward.
Yeah.
You never see his kidneys.
Never see his kidneys. We don't even know he's got them.
My fans also got this other thing. Don't know about yours. It's almost what they refer to as a fresh air function or a breeze function.
Yeah.
So rather than being consistent or oscillating, the other option you've got is for it to go and then die off, and then So to replicate a gentle breeze that comes and goes.
Lovely.
To be honest, not for me.
Not for you?
No.
Don't like it?
No, I don't like it. It's unsettling.
Yeah.
What I want is a Dyson air fan. You know, the Dyson air blade that you dry your hands. I want that, but just constantly directed at me.
But what about those fans that Dyson do? That are just
not great.
I'm not a fan of those.
How do they even work?
I don't know, but I'm not a fan of them.
That's a conspiracy theory.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a black hole.
Yeah.
Or a quasar. There's no noise.
Yeah.
It's just pumping out air.
It doesn't do the thing.
I mean, they're going to set you back 600 quid.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'd rather be hot.
Yeah.
Well, Danny, you are hot.
Hey. That feels like one of those good places to end it. I don't know. I'm not. Listen, you're fucking this chicken. I'm just holding its wings. But it's
as long as you're not holding the toaster. So fan death exemplifies the complex interplay between technology, culture, and belief. More than a simple superstition, it represents a cultural narrative shaped by historical anxieties, media influence, and governmental authority. While modern science dismisses the idea that fans can suffocate or fatally chill a person, the persistence of fan death as a belief reminds us that human behaviour is guided not only by evidence, but also by tradition, perception, and collective memory. So, Danny, is fan death real?
Hell no. I got 3 of them at my house. I got an air conditioning unit. I've got one of those ones you put around your neck.
Yeah.
You know those?
they're so good.
The cool
They're
dudes
so
wear?
good.
Yeah. You got a neck fan.
Yeah, I've got a neck fan. I haven't yet got far enough to actually wear it in public.
Yeah.
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 But around my house again, just to do it underneath your ears.
Nice.
Yeah. I've also got another handheld fan, and I've also got one of those ones. It's a little turny thing.
I'd go as far to say you're a fan addict.
I'm a fan of fans.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah. Forget about the coffee addiction. You've got a much bigger problem.
Yeah. So no, I don't. And also the fact is, without spoiler alerts, I'm still alive.
You are.
So I mean, if you're looking for evidence,
Yeah.
I've been sleeping every day since the end of May with a fan in my face.
Yep. We can confirm
Here
at this
I am.
point, as we're recording this podcast, Danny is still alive.
Yes.
We cannot confirm that by the time this goes out.
Yes.
And when will this go out?
Good question.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know that's an annoying question actually, because
But if you
do
are
actually-
dead by that
Yeah.
point, we will have a tribute to you.
yeah, in memorial.
In memorial of Danny Ward, who died potentially from a fan death around his
in
neck.
fact, I tell you what, boys, if you want the fan in the will,
Yeah.
yeah, we can get that sorted.
I
out.
like the one,
Which
the
do you
neck
want?
one.
You want the
please.
neck one?
Yeah, the neck one.
Neck one's gone. What do you want, boss?
I wanted that one.
I tell you
Just
what,
like a straight man, just claiming everything first.
Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays.
Lovely,
How's
lovely.
like that.
Deal. Fine. Fair. David, is fan death real?
No. It's interesting to. I mean, a fan can kill you, but it's a different type of fan.
Yes.
If the blades, I've often thought about this.
Yeah.
Like if the blades were actually razor sharp and that thing wasn't on the front.
Yeah.
You put your face. It'd be
Some of those fans
it'd be
from the 70s
Final Destination.
Yeah.
It'd be
yeah.
like a good way to go in Final Destination. The front of the grill falls off.
Somebody must have done in Final Destination.
Well,
Must have been
I
death.
don't know, but I'm going to see a Final Destination marathon for Halloween.
Okay,
Like
take a notepad.
The whole lot.
Yeah, all night.
Including the
that
latest
is cool.
one.
The latest one's
All
really
of them.
good.
It's not over till like 10 in the morning. I get there at 11:30. I'm just going.
It'd be ironic if someone died from that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Then you get really square eyes. Can you die from square eyes?
I love a movie marathon.
Yes, you can. And also, I think with all Final Destination films, the best thing is always the opening sequence.
Oh yeah. It's
And
brilliant.
if you just put all of those together, you've got a fantastic horror film.
Well, but I mean, you're a driver. Do you ever not think of
Oh.
Final Destination behind a truck? Not
yeah,
even
I
a truck
will
with
change things.
logs.
Always.
Yeah,
What, with those,
always.
like loads of wood? Like,
Yeah. The
Oh,
logs.
patterns of-
Yeah.
like-
It's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
but all of them, the bridge, all of them are great. The
I'm not
plane.
superstitious, but everyone's got a limit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right into that.
Like that's why I'm really hyped about seeing it because I haven't seen all the Final Destination movies. There's ones I haven't seen.
Okay.
And Tony Todd's no longer with us.
There's some diminishing returns, but then it pulls itself back with the latest one. Yeah.
Well, the first Final Destination movie I ever saw was what was the last Final Destination movie before the most recent one.
Okay.
And I saw that at Fright Fest like 10 years ago, and I absolutely loved it. I don't want to give away why I absolutely loved it, but it was just brilliant. You're just waiting for everyone to die.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept as well, isn't it? Because there is sort of essentially no actual baddie.
No.
No,
But that's
in
why
that-
it's so
but that's why it's
frightening, yeah.
It's actually clever that can keep your sort
Yeah.
of, your focus, if you like.
Yeah.
Why did you get a glimpse of why did you get told how to escape death and then for death to go, nah, I'm going to take that back.
Yeah.
So I always feel it's a bit unfair.
So this
Whereas
podcast,
fans, very much the scene killer.
I was really intrigued by this
Yeah.
because it's so sort of crazy and like out
Yeah.
there compared to some that might have some semblance of whatever truth.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed. It's a shame we didn't get to let's say debate one that you actually might believed in. I'd have enjoyed that process as well.
Cool.
But this would have been a hard sell.
Yeah.
I think for you to have.
I think it's a hard sell for anyone.
I did research on this and I
Yeah.
couldn't really come up with anything to get my teeth into.
Yeah.
It's just
There's not enough for it to kind of go. There's not enough evidence.
That
Also,
might kill you. Electrocution.
True that.
Yeah.
But it's also the localization of it, the geolocalization of it is like only in Korea. It's like, well, it can't only be in Korea if it's a thing. It can't be. That's just not possible. So I'm with you guys on this one. I don't believe it. But I am fascinated by how that could snowball into such an urban myth in one specific country. Is amazing. Danny, would you like to look at this camera, tell people where they can find you, follow you, all that kind of stuff?
Great stuff. So you can find me on Danny Ward Comedy on Instagram and Facebook. Also, I'm the co-host of the Jokes podcast with Mark Simmons and Danny Ward, which you can find on Spotify and what's the other one? Apple.
Apple.
And also, depending when this goes out, I am trying to get my show, The Holiday. that I did in the Edinburgh Festival in London.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in finding out about that, it'll be on my socials.
Absolutely. Go and see it. Great show. Great concept. Great story.
Holiday.
Yeah. Good story.
Good story. Absolutely.
Good story.
Good story.
Really, really good story.
Award-winning story.
Yeah. Award-winning story.
Would you like a fan joke to end the podcast?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I was trying to think of a pun then. I was going to say, yeah, that'd be a breeze, but that's
Yeah, different podcast.
You can't beat that.
What do you call an air conditioner that used to be farm equipment?
I don't know.
An extractor fan.
That's a good one.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use that one for your podcast.
I mean, technically, it is about air conditioners, not fans.
That's the end of the podcast. Thanks for listening. Bye.
If you like the podcast and fancy extra episodes and early access every week, why not join our Patreon? Just £5 a month and you'll be helping support the pod. Remember, we love you. Bye.